What's up everybody, it's Watchin, and this is a video for Jason the Millennial, which is 8 questions for fellow YouTubers. In this video I'm going to be answering his questions. I'm not asking any questions here, and if you want to go ahead and answer the questions that Jason's thought of, I'll link Jason's video in the description below for you to go ahead and watch that, and for you to answer his questions. There is 8 in total, and they are all related to movies, so let's get to it with question number 1. So the first question Jason's asked is, have you ever cosplayed at a movie theatre? So have I ever dressed up as a character from a movie, going to a movie theatre? And no, I haven't. I'm not dressed up as a movie character. I might wear sometimes clothing that's linked to that film franchise. So I've gone to a Marvel movie wearing a Marvel top before, but I never dressed up as a Marvel character. And I've also done that for Star Wars and for the Jurassic movies as well. So the second question is, have you ever walked out of a movie? And yes, I have. I think it's happened a couple of times to me. So I'll explain the first time, and then I'll explain the second time of when I walked out of a movie theatre. So the first time was a film that I hadn't seen the trailer for, and I watched this movie with my mum and dad. None of us had any idea what this film was about, and it's a film starring Jennifer Lawrence, and it's called Red Sparrow. And without really going into detail of what the film is, there's quite a lot of naked parts in the film. So within about 15 minutes of the film, we all walked out of the movie theatre and we went shopping instead. I can't recommend Red Sparrow, unfortunately. It wasn't a film that I liked whatsoever. I thought it was one of the worst films that I've ever seen. So we'll now move on to the other film that I left the movie theatre for, which was the Pokemon movie, and it was an anime one. And I'm not a big fan of anime. I thought it was going to be the Pikachu detective film starring Ryan Reynolds. I thought it was going to be that Pokemon movie. Turns out, I think we're about 3 or 4 months early. It was the original Pokemon movie that was showing instead. The third question is, what's the most times you went to one movie in a movie theatre? And that is twice. There's been several movies that I saw twice in movie theatre. One of them was the Lego Movie 2. I also did it for Star Wars The Force Awakens. And I think I did it for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi as well. And I did it for Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. I'm trying to think what else I've seen twice, but they're the ones I can think of right now. The fourth question, so we're halfway after this, and it's, have you ever gone on a first date to a movie? I've never had a date, full stop. So I can't answer this question, unfortunately. And I'm not that fussed about having a girlfriend. It's not something I'm interested in. Right, next question is, so this is the fifth question. Have you ever made out? Have you ever made out during a movie during a movie? Right, next question. So, have you ever been to a drive-in movie? If so, what was the first one you saw? I did see a drive-through movie, but I don't think it was a full-length movie. It was when I went to Hollywood Studios in Florida. They were playing these very retro films while we sat in this restaurant. Each of the booths that he ate food in was a convertible car. So it's one of my favourite eating experiences, but I can't remember what the films were called. But there were I think there were ones for the 1930s and the 1940s. So the seventh question is, what's the first movie you remember seeing in the theatre? And for me, it was High School Musical 3 senior year, which came out in 2008. So I was 5 years old when I watched it, and I didn't love the film. I thought it was alright, but it was the first ever time I'd been to cinema, so it was quite overwhelming for me at first. So now we're on the eighth and final question, which is, do you have a go to snack at the movie theatre besides popcorn? I don't normally get popcorn in the movie theatre, but if I do, I tend to get salt, not sweet, but or half and half. But what I normally get is a packet of crisps or sweets or chocolate, or sometimes eat fruit in a movie theatre as well. And in terms of drinks, I normally just drink water. I used to drink a lot of fizzy drinks in the cinema, but I don't really drink fizzy drinks that much anymore. Right, so I've answered all the 8 questions, And thank you, Jason, for these 8 questions. And if you want to go ahead and answer Jason's questions, his video is in the description below. I really enjoyed doing this, and hopefully you enjoyed watching this. And I want to think of my own questions at some point and start my own thread for questions. But we'll just have to wait and see when I go ahead and do that. But that's really all I'm going to say for this video. Until next time, everyone, stay safe, take care, peace and love, and ciao.